Hello, this is Gary007 and welcome to my channel. This is an episode on Avorion, supply and demand trading for beginners. I sort of really wanted to do a video, an updated video on trading in Avorion. I don't see many videos with the updated content that's recently dropped. Or when I say recently, it's probably a month or so now since its last drop. But I haven't played the game for a good 5 months. I have been playing it recently, and I have been playing around with the trading system within Avorion. So trading is a bit of fun. I do like trading. It's got a lot better now with the new system, upgrades and stuff that you can do within Avorion. They've nerfed a few things, so you can't make billions of dollars in seconds. You can still make a lot of money if you know where to go, but we're talking about legit trading here in this video, none of this shady stuff that still goes on. But we won't talk about that too much. But we'll talk about how trading's supposed to be conducted within Avorion. So trading's gone through a lot of changes in the last 3 years. When I played, sectors weren't alive when you jumped into them. They were alive when you jumped into them, but they weren't alive when you jumped out. So they would stop manufacturing stuff. So it was very difficult to find goods to trade with. It was very primitive. But now it's all live, so it's good. It doesn't matter where you drop. There's always stuff happening. There's always processes happening in behind the background that keep things alive within the galaxy. So I thought we might sort of jump into this trading, the supply and demand patch that has dropped. I know it will end up getting fine-tuned again probably, but this will give you a general overview of what to expect when you start playing around when it comes to trading in Avorion. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So there's 3 things you will need to know to get started when it comes to trading. Credits. Well, I know it sounds silly, but you need a bit of a bankroll to get going. So trading's a little bit difficult to do early on in the game. It's probably around mid-game where you'll start to want to do a bit of trading, and there'll be various reasons to do so. One of them is probably to build turrets. The other one is for a bigger bankroll, so you want more money, and faction rep, and probably to build a bigger ship. So there's various reasons why you might start doing trading within Avorion. The one thing you'll need is a bankroll to do it. About 1 million credits is decent enough to get you going, or about 500,000 you can get going around there. But 1 million is probably your best bet to get going in. A trading system. This is vital to get trading underway because it gives you prices, where to get best buys, I suppose, within the system, within the sector, on where to go. Fluctuating prices and all the rest of it. So a trading system, get a blue one. I recommend get a blue one at the very minimum to get going. You can't really do it without a trading system. I know I've played seeds within Avorion where trading systems drop like hotcakes, and other times I could not find a trading system. Doesn't matter how many pirates I killed, I struggled to find a trading system, not until late game. So if you're struggling to find one, go to an equipment dock and buy one. Another crucial aspect, might sound silly, is cargo space. So you'll need a lot of cargo space to do a lot of hauling. So before we even get into aspects of trading, I thought I might bring this point up, and that is to buy a cargo license. This will also give you reputation with a faction that you want to get reputation with. This can be attained by a trading post. Now I recommend you do this because it will help you move dangerous cargo and stolen cargo. I haven't really got into contraband so much, or illegal cargo so much, but dangerous cargo and stolen cargo are generally your top 2 roadblocks that you'll find when it comes to faction, and that's because dangerous goods generally come into play when you start moving around looking for turret components, and some turret components are hazardous items. I don't know if that's the right word, but it comes up hazardous. So if you open up your cargo space, you'll see purple, will be highlighted purple, meaning it's dangerous or hazardous, and you'll need a license to move that. And I'll give you an example. I was for rocket launchers, fuel is like a hazardous substance, so I needed a cargo license to carry that around. Doesn't matter if you're friendly with a faction or not, you need that cargo license to cover yourself and keep reputation with the faction. And also stolen cargo is another thing as well. Now you're probably thinking, well, I'm not going to be stealing anything. However, temptation will come knocking on your door, and it'll come in the form so I'll give you another example why you need a stolen cargo, why you need a cargo license to cover stolen cargo. One is because you might end up raiding a pirate station, a lobby, to get a bit of cargo, a bit of coin, and then go to a smuggler's hideout and convert it. Now this is not true trading, but I'll give you another example. I went to a turret factory in a system that I found that I liked, and I wanted to build some launchers there. I went over there to build a turret factory to build launchers, and some pirates came in and started attacking the sector, and they blew up the station, the turret factory in which I was going to, and I was gutted because it was the best one that I could find within the sector. Now I'm not gloating or anything, but I was playing it on insane, so the damage values are insane. And it doesn't take much to destroy a turret factory, and at that level it didn't have high shields. So anyway, cut a long story short, it blew up. I went in and I saw the cargo there, and I rocked up and I couldn't grab it, so I changed it over to collect stolen cargo, and I grabbed all of these displays and wire and everything that came out of it, and I knew it comes up flashing. It tells you when you're carrying goods that you haven't, that suspicious goods that you might get in trouble with a faction for. And I jumped out. So if you want to find a smuggler's hideout, if you don't have this cargo license, jump out and find a smuggler's hideout. And to do that, jump into yellow sectors, and eventually, I think it's 1 in 5 jumps, 1 in 10, you'll eventually hit one. Then you can convert the goods over. However, I wouldn't have had to worry about it if I had the license straight up. I wouldn't have had to panic and sort of jump out of the sector really quickly. But that's just my first tip, is to get a cargo license. Sorry, I waffled on there, but yeah. So this is another thing that's new within Avorion, and this is faction maps. Now you can buy these faction maps at an equipment dock, and they are a lifesaver. So when you become good, I don't think you can buy it when you're neutral with a faction. I might be wrong, but you have to be good with one in order to buy a quadrant map. So once you've around that level, you can buy a quadrant map, and what that does is, as you can see in this map now where I'm trading, I've just jumped forward, I haven't opened up a lot of stations. So quadrant map will open up all of those that factions jump gates and everything within that area, and it'll show me everything. So to find it, once you buy it, it doesn't open it up straight away. You've got to go into your inventory and you've got to use it. So it's a consumable. So once you use it, it should come up, and we can see that now it's opened up everything. I can see everything within that area. So it's a lifesaver instead of jumping around for hours and hours looking for stuff like research stations or whatever. So there's a book factory. I've never seen a book factory. Didn't even know that was in the game. So yeah, so repair book, so you can see a list there. I haven't even been over to these sectors. So this is what a faction map will do. It'll open up the area of that particular faction. So if you can come up so I'm searching for body armor. So if I typed in body, I'm looking for body armor, and it's quite helpful, the search button up here when you're looking for stations. So I know where body armor is there. There's no body armor in that particular area where I've just opened up the faction map. So I'm looking for what sort of factories are here in the sector I'm in. Now if I type it right, mining, I was looking for, so nothing come up. I was looking for mining robots, so I might actually have to look up exactly what I need to search for. So I'll look for a research station, so you can type in research at the top and you can see it'll highlight research stations. So there's 2 within this factions area. There's another one back over there and another one, so yeah. So it's really helpful having a faction map and having a search function up there to look for particular manufacturers. So yeah, that's a new addition to the game. Another thing is if you've got an Epic trading chip system, it allows you, as you can see here, energy tubes is in hot demand. So if we go up to the goods section up here, and I just pushed E and then just searched, you can see energy tubes. It's quite in hot demand at the moment within this sector. So this is all new. Well, to me it's new. So this is the new supply demand system that they've added into here. So if I wanted to look for a energy tube manufacturer, I just put in energy tube and then have a look. There's nothing in that sector to a manufacturer, but see it highlights energy tube manufacturing just down there, and another couple of factions over that way. So I can therefore look at this and say, I know there's high demand here, and I know that there's energy tube factories over X, Y, and Z, and I can sort of build a route to try and meet that demand. So I know where to get the supply, and I know where the demand is. So that's really helpful. I really like that. So in overview, when it comes to trading, there's a few tips that for a beginner I may sound obvious to a lot of people, but I thought I might point them out anyway, just in case. Sort by items by the cheapest, so you always look at the cheapest first when it comes to buying. So that's how you look for bargains. Anything that's in a negative percentage you can make money on. Sell items by the most profit, which is the opposite way around. So you look at what's going to give you the biggest return on a sell item and look for the place to sell it to. So at the moment here, gold. See, now I picked up gold a few stations jumps ago before I got to this place, and I bought it at negative 11%. And at the moment, this trading chip is telling me where I can sell it to. So I bought it in this section over here, as it says highlighted. That's where I bought a lot of the gold, and I'd work my way down here. So you just buy and sell as you go along, jumping around, and you'll eventually sell everything you have if you play it smart. So I'm looking to see how much of a profit I can make off this gold that I've got carrying. So I'm carrying 600, and the wire factory is going to give me a plus 5%. Now remember, it was negative 11%, I think I bought it for, or 13 plus 5. So you're looking at like 16% profit, 17% profit. So it's worth selling it right now because I'm here. And plus a wire factory is also good to wire is also good because it's needed for other factories as well, so manufacturing. So I'll probably pick up some wire here as well. So I'll sell some gold. I know where to buy my gold from a noble mine. I think that's what it's called. So I'm hoping you're drawing a map here in your head of what I'm talking about, and not just rambling on. I'm sorry if I do. I try to explain myself as much as possible. So I'm here to sell my gold here, and yeah, so I'll sell it here. Another thing that you want to sort of take into consideration is you don't always have, so I made 300k. Always like have a calculator or something to work out. So I'm working out how much more I can sell to the station, like gold, because it doesn't give you the quantities. So just keep that in mind, what quantities you need wherever you're going, because you don't want to overstock. So yeah, that's trading in a nutshell, I guess, the new trading systems and everything like that. I hope this has been helpful and you've taken something away from this. And I've explained myself. It's probably as clear as mud. I'm not very clear about it, but yeah. I hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and leave a like, leave a comment, and yeah, hit the subscribe button, I suppose. Alright, see you in the galaxy. Bye.